What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. On this episode, I'm going to show you 10 ways to use the Borescope.
Hyper Speed Media.
I know what you're thinking, what is the Borescope and why do I need it? So basically, a Borescope is a specialty tool to inspect your car without taking it apart. It's basically a cheat code for your car, and it's something I think all mechanics should have. So on this episode, we're going to check out the Ralcam M506 modular Borescope with articulating arm. So it does come with this nice carrying case, and let's open it up. And the first thing you notice upon opening is the Borescope itself. And this is just the screen with all the functional button, and a memory card is built into the side of the screen right here, and also charging port and the reset button. And inside the case as well is the probe itself. This is the articulating arm for the probe. And inside the pouch up here, we have the manual, also the charging cable, and some wipes for the screen. And now let's attach the probe to the screen itself. It's quite simple. In the back of the screen, there are some electrical pins right here. And what we're going to do is face the pins on this side to that side. And then just slide it in, and it's connected. And now we have full control of the probe itself. With this red knob right here, we have 360 degree of articulating arm, as you can see right here. And to remove the probe off the screen is quite simple. There are two buttons on the back. You just squeeze it and pull the probe out. There's only a few buttons to operate this machine, and let's turn it on by holding on the power button. And let's quickly go over some of the buttons. This is your light button for your LED lights. This is your up and zoom function. This is your down and rotate function. This is your menu setting, and this is your OK button. And the most common way to use the Borescope is actually checking the cylinder wall of the engine. I'm curious to see this because I'm burning a little bit of oil and it smokes a little bit. So I know for sure my engine is pretty bad. We're going to have to take the spark plug wire and the spark plug out. Okay, now we're going to insert the probe and turn on the LED. When we're inspecting the cylinder wall, what we're looking for is carbon buildup, scores on the cylinder walls, oil contamination, signs of detonations, and coolant leaking into the chamber. Those are some of the symptoms that you're looking for on the cylinder wall. So now let's check the top of the piston itself. And what we're looking for is melted edge from lean condition, uneven combustion, or excessive carbon on one cylinder versus another, and lastly, foreign object into the chamber itself. And next we could check the valve stem. We're going to insert it back in there and then rotate the articulating arm 180 degree so we can check the valve stem and look for any kind of oil residue or anything like that. It looks like one of my cylinder is leaking oil, so I have to replace the valve stem seal on one of the cylinder. Now we're going to check the timing belt. You could easily take the valve cover off to check the timing belt, but we're going to go beyond that and insert the probe all the way to the bottom of the engine and see the main crank seal, the main oil seal, to see if it's leaking or not. And that's a good way to check it without taking everything apart. Another great way to use the Borescope is to check the coolant hose on the engine. On the engine itself, it's very hard to get to the back of the engine, and also on the bottom of the intake manifold, it's very hard to get to. We could insert the probe and use the camera to check and inspect all the hose around that area to make sure it's not leaking. And if your car is using a turbo system, you know, it's always prone to crack. So it's a good time to actually use the Borescope to go through each runners right here and to check for any cracks on the manifold. Another great use for the Borescope is to check out the drain hole. We're going to check it out to see if it's clogged or not. And if it is clogged, we're going to clear it out. Another good use for the Borescope is to check your transmission and your clutch system. You can easily squeeze the probe itself into the boot of your transmission and inspect your clutch to make sure there's no broken tabs or throw out bearings that is bad or damaged. If you have a rotary engine, this is probably your best friend right here because you can insert the probe into one of the spark plug holes or the exhaust side and check the health of your apex seal. So this is a must if you have a rotary engine. And lastly, we want to check the health of the body of the car. We could insert the Borescope into the frame rail to check all the frame. And also we could insert the Borescope inside rocket area to see if there's any kind of rust in that area. Quite literally, you could insert the Borescope into any hole that you see on the body and check out the structure of your car. And if you'd like to learn more about Ralcam's product, check out the links below for the best deal. And also don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next video.